Okay, Torah Concept in the New Testament, let believers who suffer commit their souls to God. Okay, so we note the Torah does not use the phrase commit your soul, okay, as it does here in 1 Peter 4:19. However, the concept of entrusting oneself to God is, amid suffering, is the same thing, which is deeply embedded in the Torah's covenantal and narrative framework. For example, entrusting the Spirit to God. In Genesis 22, verses 9 through 12, Abraham prepares to offer Isaac, trusting God's promise even in the face of loss. In Exodus 14, 13 to 14, Moshe tells Israel at the Red Sea, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. And this means that they must entrust their fate to God. In Deuteronomy 32, verse 39, I kill and I make alive, and there is no one who can deliver out of my hand. Okay, so God alone holds life and death, and these moments reflect radical trust in God's sovereignty, even when suffering or death looms. Suffering according to God's will. Now, in Exodus 5 and 6, Moshe suffers rejection and hardship, yet God affirms his mission and promise deliverance. In Numbers 20, verses 1 to 13, Moshe and Aaron suffer consequences for striking the rock, but yet God remains faithful to his covenant. In Deuteronomy 8, 2 through 5, Israel's wilderness suffering is framed as divine testing and fatherly discipline. We note that suffering is not random, it is often purposeful, refining, and covenantal. We note also Leviticus 10, verses 1 through 3, and Deuteronomy 31, verses 6 through 8. Both are examples of the Torah's repeated calls for courageous faith in the face of suffering, trusting God's presence and justice. Peter's call to entrust the soul to a faithful Creator echoes the Torah's portrayal of God as the sole guardian of life, worthy of trust in suffering, in the midst of suffering, and faithful to those who walk in obedience. We note this is how the New Testament and Peter taught Torah. The Torah has not passed away.